Hey, how's it going everyone? Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today I'll be talking about the Rapid GT Classic. Is it worth the money? Before we hop in though, I want to let you guys know I'm doing a shark card giveaway over on my Twitter. It's only a $1.25 million shark card giveaway, but it is enough to purchase this car and upgrade it, or just save it for another aircraft that comes out soon. So if you guys want to enter doing that, the link will be down below. Now, the car, the Rapid GT Classic. The first thing I'm sure you want to know is the price tag, and it is coming in at $885,000. So almost 900 grand just for the car. I'm sure it's going to be over $1 million once you customize it. That is a lot of money, but this car is worth it, man. This car is so much fun. It's so different to really any of the sport classic cars we have received in the past, and I'm really glad they added it to the game. Now, it's in, like I said, the sports classic class, so when it comes to performance, it really matters how it performs against some of the other top sports classic cars. And before this car came out, the three that were really the top of the sports classic class, you had the Turismo Classic, the Cheetah Classic, and then maybe even the Infernus Classic. So what I did, just to give you guys a little idea of how it performs, at least in free roam, is we tested it against the Turismo Classic. And what you'll see in the airport testing is that it's almost identical. Like it's very similar to the Turismo Classic. Both of them have a similar start, and both of them have a similar top speed. So honestly, it's kind of refreshing that they release a car that is good and that is like the top of its class, but it isn't something that just completely shatters the class and breaks it. So I'm really glad that they did that with this car. So it doesn't matter, like you don't need to buy this car if you don't want to, if you don't want the fastest sports classic car. Now, when it comes to racing and all that, you know, you can look that up, but at least for free roam use, it's basically on par with the Turismo. Although I kind of like the handling a little bit better, and I know that's all personal, that's all subjective, but I will say the handling on this car does feel really nice. I don't really find myself spinning out too often, and it feels responsive. It doesn't feel too heavy or too light. It feels good. So that's definitely a positive. But what you're seeing in the airport testing here, some races it beats the Turismo, and some races it doesn't. But usually they're very close though. It is only a two-wheel drive. If you're wondering, it's not a four-wheel drive car, so don't be expecting that. So for the performance, I would give it a solid A. It is one of the best in its class, and it doesn't completely break the class. Now, next up, if you want to take a look at the customization, this is where this car shines. The customization is absolutely incredible. There's so many options. There are like 15 different liveries, although I will say some of the liveries aren't that good, but just the other options alone are incredible. You have a ton of hood options, you have a ton of bumper options, skirt options, spoiler, roof options, like the list goes on and on. This is basically a Benny's car that's not in Benny's. That's how good the customization is. So for customization, this thing gets an A+. Some other things to note, the interior is actually pretty unique and pretty nice. And one thing, Rockstar finally made a car where you can see the speedometer. However, if you do have one of those giant hood options, you really can't see in front of you. So driving in first person is not going to be something you do in this car. But the interior is really, really nice. Also, the lights on the front surprisingly work. You can cover the regular headlights, but you can also put other lights on the front. And normally, you know, those things don't ever work on cars in GTA. But this one decided that it actually wanted to work. So that's really nice to have. I am not entirely sure if you can customize or paint the stock rims. However, you don't really need to, because in the muscle class, if you use the muscle freak rims, it's the exact same rims. The only downside is that they're like a tad smaller, but no one's really going to notice. So if you want painted stock rims, just use the muscle freak rims and boom, there you go. And then the final thing, the engine sounds incredible. Like it's nothing too unique, but it just sounds so nice, and I really appreciate that. So honestly, all in all, this car, even for that pretty pricey price tag, it's still worth it. In my opinion, it's one of the better looking cars they've actually added to the game, and we haven't really had an old school car like that's really fast. So I really like how they implemented that into the game. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have decided to purchase this or not. I'll be doing a paint job guide on it later today or maybe even tomorrow, but let me know if you guys did decide to pick one up. Thank you all for watching though. Like I said, there's a shark card giveaway happening on my Twitter, so go follow it. and participate in it if you want some free money. Thank you all for watching, though. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.